This is the demo for how to create your PNGs that we're going to convert to scalable vector graphics that will then import into a 3D sculpting program. So we are going to start by opening a 5x5 file and making some new layers on that file, then selecting whatever sketch brush you like. And you can turn on symmetry, both one kind or both kinds, or not, depending on the type of design you want. Remember, these are supposed to be dual opposing concepts. So for this demo, I'm making chaos and harmony. So I'm doing a layer called chaos sketch and a layer called harmony sketch. And those are going to be where I start with getting the thing drawn out before I've committed to any heavy lines. So as you can see, I've got both kinds of symmetry turned on, so I've got a thing that's basically drawing in every direction. That's what I'm doing right now, and I'm kind of laying in arrows pointing every way because that kind of says like chaos to me. Then I'm going to take my basic 5 brush and I'm going to start deepening I'm going to start adding some solid blacks to it after I rename my final layer, so harmony file and chaos final. So I'm just kind of doing some heavy line work first, but it is still light pressure sensitive because we've got edges and things. Those are all going to be filled in now, so I'm going to kind of add a little bit to the edges of the design because it's a little bit too basic for my taste right now. So I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of extra little shards to the edges, to really force that idea of chaos. And then I'm going to fill it in black. I'm just kind of using the paint bucket tool to do that real quick, and then I'm going to use the brush tool to kind of fill in a few little more white spots. Alright, so this is my harmony symbol. As you can see, I have it all drawn out. Now I'm going to come back in on the final layer, the final harmony layer, and I'm going to kind of build in some heavier darks. Keep your lines fairly robust. Really thin lines don't print wonderfully, so having lines that are just heavier will come out nicer. So about this thickness that you see here is a good one if you're doing like line work. So I'm going to go ahead and put that stuff in and get everything kind of finalized here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and hide all my sketch layers and hide my background layer, so that gives me a transparent background. And then I will save it as a PNG for this process. So I've got it, fill the rest of this stuff in. All right, so now I'm just going to hide those layers like I said, and then hide the background. And there we have the transparency, and then we're going to file and save as a PNG. And just save it as harmony or chaos or whatever you're calling your files. Save it there, and then you're going to come back and do the same thing with your other side of your coin. So I'm going to hide my harmony layer now, and then unhide my chaos layer, and then save as again as a PNG. Now once it's all done, I'm going to save it all as a Krita file with all my layers there, just in case I need to make some modifications to my designs or something, depending on the way it prints.